turning pages, night turning days. I'm tired of waiting, I gotta make it.
What's up, y'all? It's Relly all back with another video. Yes, son. Today we got to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers as well as talk about what happened last night against the Pistons. And then we got to talk about the injury report with Darius Garland and LeVert. And also talk about why the Cavs fans need to relax. It's no need to panic. But before we get into that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. And if you already subscribed to my channel, share it to somebody who ain't subscribed, because with y'all know I can get there. And when y'all are done with that, I need you to hover over to the like button. And I need you to smash that too, so we can tell the YouTube algorithm to share this video with the world. But with all that being said, though, we got to talk about the Cavs. Of course we got to talk about the Cavs. You get what I'm saying? Now, unfortunately, the Cleveland Cavaliers lost last night to the Detroit Pistons in a game that we should not have lost. Now, the reason why I really want to talk about this is because I noticed a lot of people was panicking on Twitter, Instagrams, Facebook, you know, a large variety of social media websites, right? A lot of people was messaging me, tweeting me, you know, direct message, what you know, y'all get the point, right? And I just want to say that I think a lot of people is just overblown. We're over-exaggerating. I know we didn't have Darius Garland. You get what I'm saying? I know we didn't have LeVert. And I'm not saying we should not have won, because we should have won this game. But I do not think this is need to panic, because we're going to get those two players back sooner or later, right? And we're going to talk about those two players actually after this segment here, because I do not think the Cleveland Cavaliers showed us enough where we can just flat out say the Cavaliers is not going to make it. Because I seen a person really say the Cavs wasn't good enough anymore. The Cavs was overrated. I've seen, like, on Twitter, like, what? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's really not fair to the Cavs that's been so good this season, right? And I know the Cavs should not have lost to the Pistons. I'm not trying to excuse that, because we should not have lost to the Pistons. But come on, guys. We cannot sit here and say the Cavs is not going to make it to the offs now. The Cavs don't got potential. The Cavs is doomed when it's only been one game. Like, the Cavs literally was gems with one of the hardest schedules to start the season, and now we have one of the easiest schedules to end the season. So you got to give the Cavs the benefit of the doubt. Yes, it's mistakes we have to fix. I do believe we need to figure out our bench offense. Like, and that was a point of LeVert, but unfortunately he was hurt. But we got to figure out some things, right? We have to figure out some things. We've always knew this was going to be a problem. We've always knew offense was a problem for us. We got to figure that out. We're going to figure that out. We got to give it some time. It's only one game. It's only one game, guys. We got to give it some time. We're going to give it some time, and we're going to be all right. Now, in regards of the injuries, right, like, because I said we're going to talk about that, right? Now, for Darius Garland, honestly, I don't think it's as big of an issue as people was making it out to be, because a lot of people was panicking about this, too. They was like, oh, my God, Darius Garland not coming back. I think he's coming back. I think because we knew Darius Garland back was hurting him for a while, even before the the All-Star. Well, really, the trade deadline, but way before the All-Star game. So much so where even in the Indiana Pacer game, and as well as the last time we played the Pistons and we unfortunately lost, this was a problem. He was holding his back, and we took him out and we was monitoring it. Right now, people say, you know, the best medicine for this back is to give him rest. That's okay. He deserves it. Like, he's been hooping all season. He deserves this type of rest. And I just don't believe what we are saying, like, don't get me wrong. If we have Darius Garland, our team is going to be drastically better because he is an all-star caliber player. I mean, he was an all-star. But we can live. Our team has been constructed to where if we get Garland or LeVert, this team is going to have a different projection, right? That's why I'm saying we really got to slow it down, or at least we got to see more games before we share this judgment. I think we're a little too quick. Even if y'all are right, I think we're a little too quick to have judgment about our team right now. Especially when people saying we don't look like contenders anymore. You know what I mean? Like, that's not right. That's not right at all. And then, of course, we also got LeVert, where we did get a timetable for, right? They said LeVert is projected to be out 1 to 2 weeks, maximum 2 weeks. That's not that big of a deal. Like, we was waiting on Lauri Markkanen for 2 to 4. He's back. We was feeding him the ball. He looked good. He looked really amazing. You feel me? I don't think Darius LeVert, we should panic. I think we knew what we was getting ourselves into when we got Darius LeVert, because even I was mentioning one of the things I was scared about was his health. I don't think this injury is that big of a deal, though. Even though I do know it's a foot. Don't get me wrong. But I do not think it's like, I think it's not really an injury. I think it's more so they just want to rest him than his foot truly being hurt. And I think teams do that just to give that player additional day or two of rest. Like, I think Garland might be back sooner than later. I think they might rest him the next 2 games, and then he's going to be back in full force. I do not see this being something that's 2 to 3 weeks. I just don't see that. Darius LeVert, obviously, because it says, 1 to 2 weeks. So he's going to be out 1 to 2 weeks. But I do think Garland's going to be back sooner than later. I think we just got to take our time, be patient, be calm, be relaxed. Cavs fans, we've been really good this season. We've been really good. We're going to be okay. We just got to breathe, guys. We got to breathe, because Cleveland Cavaliers has been showing us that they can do it. Right? Every time they've been doubted, especially this season, they showed that they was a hungry team who wanted to be in the playoffs. And they're going to make it to the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. They're going to make it to the playoffs. You just got to give them some time. You got to believe in them and just give them a little faith. Nothing wrong with that. Now this, because I know I posted this on the community page. If y'all not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to me. Show me some love. You know what I'm saying? You can also follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I'm going to have some content on TikTok as late as Sunday. And of course, y'all know, if y'all want to stay updated, go to my Instagram. It's down in the description box. Or you can go to my bio in my homepage. It got all my links for my Discord, my Cash App, all that good stuff. Instagram, sort of yada, yada, yada. But like I said, let's talk about Tyrese Haliburton. People was a little upset about this because people assumed that Tyrese Haliburton basically was just saying he didn't want to be a Cavs, right? But that's not necessarily true. Yes, technically he did say he did, don't draft me, pretty much. But it wasn't in the context of him saying that he didn't want to be on the Cavs because we was clucks. It was more so because he realized we had DG, we had Colin Sexton, and Tyrese Haliburton probably wanted to be on the team where he could start. Now, I don't understand why Sacramento would be a team he wouldn't want to be on, because technically they had De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield. They had a lot of guards too. But it would make sense because Atlanta was guard heavy, Cleveland was guard heavy, so he didn't want to be on the bench. He wanted to be a starter. He wanted to get minutes, really. Even if he wasn't a starter, he wanted to get minutes. Realistically, he wouldn't have gotten those type of minutes on the Cleveland. Right? That wouldn't have happened. Maybe this season when Colin went down, but then that would have made us question what we was going to do between, Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, and then Tyrese Haliburton, assuming we drafted him. So, I don't think this was, it really wasn't that big of a deal. It was something debatable, something to argue about, something to talk about, because it is news, and we like that over here in this channel. But down in the comments below, let me know how y'all feel about everything we talked about today. Do y'all think we are over-exaggerating the Cavs? We're under-exaggerating the Cavs? Let me know. I want to hear y'all perspective down in the comments below. Ghost.
That's Atlantis with that money.